The Chinese food buffet is a cornerstone of American dining culture, offering a staggering variety of flavors for a single, flat price. From the neon glow of the all-you-can-eat sign at Panda Buffet to the massive dining halls of Hibachi Grill and Supreme Buffet, these establishments are marvels of logistical efficiency. To the casual diner, it seems like a chaotic mountain of food, but to the owners, it is a precision-engineered system designed to control costs, minimize waste, and maximize turnover. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. Behind the steam tables and the clinking of serving spoons lies a complex set of psychological and culinary strategies designed to keep the restaurant profitable while satisfying the customer's desire for abundance. Here are 8 secrets that major Chinese buffet chains and local giants don't want you to consider during your next visit. 1. The starchy speed bump strategy, Golden Dragon Buffet. Why number 1? Buffets like Golden Dragon and Grand Buffet strategically place low-cost, high-carb items at the very beginning of the line to fill you up early. When you pick up your plate, the first items you encounter are almost always large trays of fried rice, lo mein, and heavy breaded appetizers like crab rangoon or spring rolls. These items are incredibly inexpensive to produce in bulk and are designed to take up the most physical real estate on your plate. By the time you reach the expensive proteins like pepper steak or honey shrimp, your plate is already 70% full of flour and rice. This filler strategy ensures that the average customer consumes a higher ratio of starch to protein, protecting the restaurant's profit margins on every head. 2. The small plate and large utensil illusion, Panda Buffet. Why number 2? Many chains, including Panda Buffet, use specific dishware sizes to manipulate how much food you actually take. If you look closely at the plates provided, they are often slightly smaller than a standard dinner plate. This makes a modest portion of food look like a massive, overflowing heap, providing a sense of value, while actually limiting the physical volume you can carry back to your table. Conversely, the serving spoons for the rice and noodles are often massive, while the tongs for the expensive seafood or prime rib are smaller and more difficult to use. This friction makes it psychologically easier to scoop a mountain of cheap grains than to carefully pluck individual pieces of high-value meat. 3. The salt and sugar thirst trap, Hibachi Grill and Supreme Buffet. Why number 3? Establishments like Hibachi Grill and Supreme Buffet utilize aggressive seasoning profiles to trigger early satiety and increase beverage sales. Most buffet items are heavily laden with sodium and sugar. Salt acts as a flavor enhancer that makes cheap ingredients taste more palatable, but it also causes the body to retain water and feel bloated more quickly. Sugar, often found in thick glazes like General Tso's or orange chicken, provides a quick spike in blood glucose that signals the brain to stop eating sooner than a savory, protein-heavy meal would. Furthermore, the intense saltiness encourages diners to order large sodas or teas, which are the highest margin items in any restaurant, often costing the owner only pennies while being sold for several dollars. 4. The mystery meat and tenderizing secrets, Imperial Buffet. Why number 4? To keep costs down on beef and chicken, chains like Imperial Buffet use a technique called velveting to make lower-grade cuts feel premium. If you have ever wondered why the beef in a Chinese buffet is impossibly soft and lacks the traditional grain of a steak, it is likely because of a baking soda marinade. Velveting involves coating thin strips of tough, inexpensive meat in an alkaline solution that breaks down the muscle fibers, followed by a quick flash fry. This allows a buffet to purchase the cheapest cuts of beef, which would normally be unchewable, and serve them as a tender, luxury item. Additionally, the heavy breading on popcorn, shrimp, or crispy chicken often accounts for more than 50% of the item's weight, allowing the restaurant to sell flour and cornstarch at meat prices. 5. The scarcity tactic for high-value items, Great Wall Buffet. Why number 5? High-cost items like snow crab legs or prime rib at Great Wall Buffet are often brought out in small batches with long intervals between refills. You may notice that while the fried rice tray is always overflowing, the tray for steamed ginger fish or salt and pepper shrimp is frequently empty. This is a calculated throttling of inventory. By slowing down the replenishment of expensive items, the restaurant forces hungry diners to fill their plates with whatever is currently available, usually the cheap starches. By the time the next batch of crab legs arrives, many customers have already finished their first or second plate and are beginning to feel full, drastically reducing the total amount of expensive inventory consumed over the course of a night. 6. The dim lighting and temperature control, Super King Buffet. Why number 6? Buffets like Super King Buffet use environmental factors to influence how long you stay at the table. Restaurant turnover is the key to profit. The faster you leave, the sooner they can seat another paying customer. Many buffets use uncomfortable environmental cues to prevent lingering. This can include slightly cooler air conditioning, which makes hot food get cold faster on your plate, or seating areas with high traffic noise. While the food area is brightly lit to look appealing, the dining area may be dimmer or utilize hard, plastic booths that are not designed for long-term comfort. The goal is to get you to eat your fill and move on as quickly as possible. 7. The reused ingredient cycle, Dynasty Buffet. Why number 7? To minimize waste, chains like Dynasty Buffet often repurpose lunch leftovers into dinner specials or soup bases. In a kitchen that produces hundreds of pounds of food daily, nothing is thrown away if it can be saved. Crispy chicken that didn't sell during the lunch rush might be chopped up, resauced, and turned into a different spicy dish for the dinner crowd. Vegetables that are beginning to wilt are often diverted to the hot and sour soup or the vegetable lo mein where their texture is masked by liquids and sauces. This cycle of upcycling ingredients is a standard industry practice that allows buffets to maintain their low price points by ensuring that their food waste percentage remains near zero. 8. The psychology of the free fortune cookie, standard practice. Why number 8? The final gift of a fortune cookie is a psychological tool used to leave a positive memory of a meal that might have left you feeling physically overextended. The human brain tends to remember the beginning and the end of an experience most vividly, the peak end rule. By providing a sweet, crunchy treat and a fun message at the very end, the restaurant ensures your final impression is positive. This helps mask the food coma or physical discomfort that often follows an all-you-can-eat session, making you more likely to return in the future. It is a low-cost investment in customer loyalty that pays dividends in repeat business. The art of the balanced plate. The Chinese food buffet is one of the most successful business models in the American food industry because it perfectly balances human psychology with industrial efficiency. While the secrets involve significant cost-saving measures and portion manipulation, they are what allow these restaurants to offer such a wide variety of food at a price point that remains accessible to families. By understanding these strategies, such as the placement of starches and the velveting of meats, you can navigate the buffet line more effectively. To get the best value, skip the first few trays of rice and noodles, look for whole muscle proteins, and be patient for the fresh refills of high-value items.